like I about missed the start here. Didn't think the pace truck was going to pull him, but we're at Watkins Glen International in the eNascar Camp World Truck Series. White flag, green flag is underway. Matthew Coffey is going to lead them here. Then they kind of, jumped the start. I mean, they started a lot earlier. Well, I thought that they would, but Coffey, he has already a demanding lead over these guys so far. 17 looks like he got a bad exit off that corner at Stephen Weinbank. Coffey's going to go up through the S's. Have the 37 of Barney Sigmund trying to chase him from behind. Should be able to get away from him. I think he should be a big factor here soon. That 72 must be slow. The 69 almost makes contact with him. Dave Stinson trying to throw it through his S. We got somebody through the grass there. That was, I believe, Barney. Barney went through the grass doing some off-roading there in his truck. Might as well use the truck for a reason. May not be four-wheel drive, but it's two-wheel drive. You can use whatever you need here at Watkins Glen. It's not an easy track to run. It's a road course, but you see Dave, he's trying to hunt down that 4 right now. He's right behind him currently. He's trying to find a spot on Randy to get in that corner. He's entering a little bit shallow, but still is able to roll pretty well through all of that. See, it looks like Randy has some rear end damage from getting earlier in the race. Coffey, he's been able to pull away from these guys now so far. First lap of the race. Let's see what that lap was. Sorry. So that was a 1 minute and 22-second lap as he misses turn 1. Has to use all that runoff there. He blew that corner. That's going to give Barney. Barney looks like he also missed it. Dave didn't miss it. Randy did not miss it either. 72 looks like he's struggling so far. Looks like 69 enters really shallow. Also, these guys are using up all the track that they can. Andrew's still in last. Looks like he's going to pass the 72 now. So 72 has been really struggling early on. We'll go on board with Coffey here very, very quickly. About a lap, I'd say. When we get to the start-finish line, we will go on board for a lap to see how he is running that track, or running Watkins Glen. He's using all the exit he can there, getting loose, putting that power down. We will go on board with him now, and I'll let y'all listen to what it sounds like inside his vehicle. That's a really warped view. I'm very far out on his camera. I believe I'll fix that probably within the next 3 laps. Oh, looks like Dave has crashed. Something's happened with Dave here. It's like he didn't really make hard contact. He just spins around, is able to get going. So he has no damage from that, luckily, but probably has used his tires from that. He might have gotten a little too hot on the brakes. Way too much as a 4. Looks like he missed the bus stop. Probably tried to downshift in the rear tires. Didn't really take very kindly to it, and that sent him right around. That's what happened a lot. Bus stop is a place where drivers have to hit it pretty perfectly, but Dave hasn't lost many positions. Coffey, he's pretty much run away with it right now from Barney Sigmund. These guys will probably have to pit, I'd say, that 25-ish, 15-ish, depending on how their fuel load is here. Could short pit, try to get up on tires. That is an option. I don't know if drivers will take that, though. As you know, while these guys are still early in the race, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I will fix this camera very, very quickly for you all. right, we are back here. Looks like it's still pretty much the same as we left. He's continuing to stretch that lead out over Barney. Barney and them have basically pulled away 10 seconds between Paul Vitale. He is in third currently, has some heavy front end damage also. Did have these guys back there battling together, but it's pretty spaced out at this point currently. There's not many passes being done. It has been, some drivers have been trying to get in the corners a little too deep, shifting a little bit too early, and their rear tires won't grip up like they need to. That is something that is, somewhat common with tracks like this. Drivers just trying to find where to downshift. So the RPMs jump a little bit too much for those tires, just can't keep up with them. So Stephen Weinbeck, he is in last right now. He's actually lost 3 positions. So is Dave Stinson, but it looks like he's probably going to rebound from the spin that he had earlier. But Matthew Coffey, he ran a 1:16 last lap, and that was actually his best lap of the race. So I think he's figuring out this track just a little bit more every single lap, learning where he can push his truck just a little bit deeper than these other guys in the field right now currently. See if the 4 and the 97 go through the bus stop. Dave goes to that bus stop a lot better than Randy. Going to run that outside. He's going to have to be really playing with the throttle at this point. Going to try to put the power down, see if he can get that rotation. So he gets some of it. He might have him going into this turn here. Have to see. It's going to be, he's not close enough. He could get in there deeper, but I think he's going to lay behind the 4. Yet he's not going to get in there so deep on the 4. He's going to let that 4 know that he's looking. Show him the inside. See keeping on the 4 and the 93. See if these guys start going at it here. I think that it's Will Dave getting there deep. Back in, kicks out just a little bit, getting on the brakes a little bit harder as he goes in the corner. But doesn't want to hit that 4. Randy going up to the S's here. Randy's off that pavement. And this is a hard part of the track. If you're high on these S's, you have to lift out of the throttle. And this is where you can gain a lot of speed. You see Dave just runs up on him. He gets loose there, gets in the grass. Keep his foot in it though. Trying to get all that he can on that. That was almost bad for him. I'm trying to pull up the screen. There it is. I'll put the screen on the tablet so I can make sure that everything's going correctly. It's kind of a flashback of yesterday. I did this exact same track for the Ghost Cup Series where Robert Lawrence absolutely swept the field, but looks like Barney was actually faster that last lap than Matthew, but it looks like he lost a lot of time there in 1 and 2. Matthew wiggling around. Trying to keep everything under him. That's really hard because these brakings, if you have a weird braking position, it just won't want to turn. And that rear end, though, you can see him hanging that rear end out there a little bit. Definitely not wanting to pick up as much traction as he would possibly like on it for sure. It's not getting the grip that he wants just yet. 420 still making somewhat decent time. Stinson, I think he's going to start running up to these guys and probably get back up to 3rd for his position. It's like Stephen Wattenbank, he looks like he's crashed here. See what happened. I had to guess blue turn 1, probably downshifted too early. Let's see what happens here. On the rumble strips. Yep, as soon as I saw him go on the rumble strips, I knew it was going to happen. First, doesn't have any damage. That's surprising on his front end. Let's see if he has. Yeah, it looks like he was lucky to get away with that damage there. With 420, looks like, see what happened here. We just got back live. Looks like he probably downshifted in this corner. As I'm not completely sure what happened there. He got the grass overcorrected into that, hard into the wall, and just kind of loops it around. Stops on the track, so that's going to put Dave Stinson in 3rd now. Barney has, looks like Barney, he's able to put together some laps on Matthew, but then Matthew will go back and he'll kind of trade lap times. He doesn't let him get away from him at all. He's kind of there. Looks like Randy has crashed also. Let's see what's happening with these guys over here. Probably got in the rumble strips just like we saw the 72 earlier. See if he does that same thing here. He goes wide and just tries to put too much power down out the corner. Minimal contact with that inside wall. This driver's just trying to put down the power, and the grip just isn't there yet. Just doesn't want to be doing anything. I have probably one of the biggest containers of water I think I've had so far. I don't know why I have this up here. Doing back-to-back races. I tell you what, my throat dies because of this. Just making sure nobody else crashed. Trying to look at so many screens at once. It's not very easy, I'll tell you that. It's definitely gotten more difficult as it goes on. Like the fastest lap so far is a 16:40. Next fastest lap is a 16:46 ran by Barney. Now, looks like when Barney gains a lot of time, I think it's because Matthew, he's really getting that bus stop there. I think it's really because there's just been somebody who has just missed one corner. And, missing one corner at this track, it'll show up on your time. Might not show up immediately, but it will show up for sure. Oh, as he tries to put the power down, that could have been bad for him. Didn't know if he was going to get that. Looks like Randy and Todd have crashed here. Go and see what happened with these guys. As he probably got on the rumble strips again, if I had to guess. Same spot as same driver before. Let's see what happened to Todd here now. He might have done the exact same thing. Oh, nope. He just goes into braking, rear end. Locks up on him. He tries to dirt track that, and he just kind of spins it out in front of the 4. Oh, he tries to drive it for way too long. Makes contact with that outside wall. See how bad his damage is? Oh, yeah, he beat that truck in on that side. But you see Matthew, he's about to lap this 72 here very soon. Probably within the bus stop. That 72 has not been on the pace this whole time. Doesn't have any damage. He's just been running very, very slow so far. Looks like, what happened here to Dave? I didn't know what happened here. Looks like he probably just got in the corner too deep. Let's see. So, yeah, it's just, I think brake bias got him too much. Just kind of looped it around. There, he saves it pretty, somewhat saves it. We've got Randy who's crashed here again. See what happened to him. Let's see. Oh, he gets the grass. Oh, that's into the inside wall. Oh, that's hard contact for him. That is some hard contact for the 4 of Randy. That has really dented in his front end. That's 69. I know he did not want to see that happen in front of him. I thought he was going to hit him there. But Matthew's got about 7-second lead. 25 laps to go in this race, so he's got some time that he can pretty much stretch on these guys. Currently, he's got some time that he knows that he's like, I don't have to be running my fastest laps. I'm not sure if they'll have to stop this race. If I had to guess, they probably will once at least. Matthew, he's really hanging it out in that corner. You can see him sideways pretty much the whole way through it. Just dirt tracking it at that point. It's kind of what you have to do in certain parts of this track. You really got to let that rear end pretty much hang out. Now, you don't want it slipping necessarily, but you do want to try to be getting all that you can from it, because I mean, it is there for you to lean on. You don't want to lean on it too much. I will show you all the new cameras that we have at this track. At least this is the called fall. When we have that's the final turn. We will have turn 1 here very soon. You should see Matthew anytime. There he is. And we'll have turn 2 here. I'm not sure where this camera is. We'll go and see. Looks like, yep. So this will be turn 2. He will come up through the S's here very shortly, and I have a camera for that also. See him just kind of coming up through the S, is really trying to stay close as line as he can. Doesn't want to get too wide on it, but wants to be close enough to it to be able to get a good amount of grip. Somewhat overrun, because if you swing wide on that first turn, your lap is already kind of in a hard spot to really be able to regain all that time that you lost on that corner. As it does lead. Oh, Matthew misses that corner. He tried to get on the brakes and turn. At the same time, the truck just didn't want to turn. Just got really tight on him there. Dave looks like he's going to pass the 420. I believe Dave, yeah, when he spun again, that probably lost that position again to Paul. These laps are taken away. Looks like the 48 has spun. Looks like he's going to go to pit road. He's jumped to the pits now. He's getting a little bit fed up as this is a road. This is definitely a track where you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot drive to save my life. And you go in an oval and you're like, well, this seems like nothing, as I've had that happen so many times to me. I feel like I'm terrible. And then I try another track and I'm like, well, I'm really not this bad. It's just road courses. Road courses and some NASCAR drivers do not go very well together. And it's something that you don't really know most of the time. It's kind of like a, well, I'm hoping this goes good. Hoping, that is. Don't want it to go bad. Kind of like, what do I do? I don't know. Coffee, he's been pretty much, I'd say, smooth through all this. He's had a couple of slip-ups here and there, but he's not been doing terrible at all for sure. Randy, he is down pit road. He jumped to the pits. He crashed. I was looking to wait, see what happened to him. Oh, yep, off exit. Looks like he overcorrects that head into the wall, gets stuck in it. So he saw that inside wall. He hit it so many times, and he just overcorrects right into it, as Andrew, I believe he's called it a night here. So there's only 7 drivers in the race currently. .22 laps left, so if I had to guess, it'll probably take them about 27 minutes for this race here. Let me see. Now this week they are at Talladega in the real NASCAR series, and not Talladega, Daytona. You want to talk about a track that drivers can not drive at? It is probably one of the worst things that people can put themselves in. I don't know how people can race the way that they do at those super speedways. It's really not that difficult. We'll go on board with our coffee now that I have the camera fixed for the car here. When he gets to start finish line, we'll go inside in the cockpit for a lap around with him, and I'll mute my mic and let y'all hear the sounds from his point of view. That was a lap around there with Matthew. Inside, or getting close to be inside 20 to go. Dave, he's on the bumper of the 420 here. See if he can get around Paul. Dave, he's spun twice, but he's been able to really kind of recover from it pretty quickly. It doesn't seem to have affected him too much at all, luckily. That is not what I wanted to see there. See, it looks like, yeah, it's pretty much, that's a huge gap between This 420 and the 37, those two are pretty much checked out on the field. Nobody is going to be catching them here soon at all. He's looking on that 420 there. He's trying to get up under, and he's probably going to get him in this bus stop here, the chicane, whichever one they call it here. You can say it in different places. Some people call it something completely different. They're going to run up on that 72. This is going to be a factor here now. How is it? Is that 420 going to try to get below 72? He's not. Dave is not also. I think they see him there, and they're like, you know, let's take it a little bit easier than what we normally would through this corner here. Dave really hugs that bottom. That 420 gets up off there, but that 72 is going to probably block in that 93. Yep, he will not get going. He actually knocks down the cones down there. Might as well take him down with you. 420 gets loose, goes across the rumble strips. Barney is down pit road, so I believe they will have to make at least one pit stop here. I was not fully sure on what their fuel load was here, but evidently it was just said right there. Watch Barney come out of his pit stall here. He's taking a pretty long one here, so must have had some damage that I didn't see. It's been 47 seconds that he's been on pit road. Matthews actually lapped him now, so Dave Stenson's going to go to second here. Paul Vitale is going to go to third. Danbury, he is one lap down. He's actually spun. As we go to him real quick. See what happened to him here. He just that gets him right in the wall. He's back rolling. Now Barney comes out of pit road. He's a lap down. I believe Matthew, he'll probably have to come down pit road also if I had to guess. I don't think he can stay out for the whole race. Now, he could definitely try, but I just don't think it will work for him at all here. Oh, he dirt checking that thing. You saw him put down tire tracks. Just as we turned to him, he was sliding through turn one. Trying to throw it. Looks like Randy's crashed now as we're talking about that. Let's see what happened to him. Might have gotten in here just a little bit too deep. We'll see what happened. Might have gotten the rumble strips. Oh, nope. I think that was a downshift. See, if that was a downshift, that went bad for him. I believe that was what happened. Seeing how fast his truck went around on that rear end here. Let's go cockpit. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure there. I'm trying to rewind it. We'll see what happened with him. Oh, it looks like he may have not been able to get it in gear, possibly. I'm not fully sure there. That was kind of odd. Only thing I could think of that is he wasn't able to get in gear like he needed to there. But I would not be surprised if Car Coffee, the way Car Coffee's running right now, he might blap this whole entire field. I mean, we'll probably have to come down pit road sometime, but no, 45-second lead, you can pretty much, I mean, you can stay out for a while, and even when he comes down pit road, he probably won't be far behind Dave Stenson when he comes out. See if Car Coffee, looks like it will. Yep, so I knew he's going to have to come down pit road soon. So he's going to come down pit road with 17 to go. This will get him to the end of the race. Guys, I hope y'all cannot hear a thing of water there. Put ice in it because I didn't want it to be room temperature. Luckily, it hasn't done that. See, so I want to see how. Will he come out in front of Dave Stinson here? I actually do want to see this. Because if he comes out in front of Dave Stinson, he has a chance to lap the whole field here. And I think he will. I mean, he has such a lead on him right now. Stinson, he's going to be... Oh, my gosh. He has a huge lead on him. So he might... I think he has a chance to lap the whole field before this race is over. I mean, I really do. Just the way he's running right now, he's just been running away from it. So Dave comes down that next lap. Oh, my... This might... be a race where I see every single person on the track that gets lapped besides the leader. I mean, I seriously, this might be the first race ever that I see this happen. Which one he gets loose? 72. He's been off the pace this whole entire race, surprisingly. I'm not sure if he's just trying to take it so easy. He doesn't know how to run this track, because I've known that same feeling as him before. It's kind of a hopeless feeling. You're kind of like, what do? I don't know what to do. I don't know where I need to brake. This is a very technical track. But these guys have cycled through this pit stop, so about halfway in this race, I will roll ads that I have right now just to give myself a little bit of a break from talking here. We're back here at Watkins Glen. 14 laps to go. Matthew, I think he might have a chance to lap this whole field here. We'll see where Dave Stinson is. He's coming up. Oh, I think he might have a chance there. I want to see, can he lap this whole entire field? He's got 3 more people to go. He's about to catch Barney. Actually, no, he's pretty far back from Barney, but I think he could catch him by the end of this. Well, actually, gosh, these guys, I think he does have a chance. I mean, I really do think that he has a chance to catch all these guys before the end. Now, one thing that he does not want to do is put his truck in the wall, because if he does that, he is going to be incredibly mad with himself, and I would not blame him at all. Dave Stinson's going through 6 into 7. About said inside of 7. That'd have been weird there. Hopefully, luckily I caught myself saying that. Let's see, where's the 420? We're going to look at the 420 because he is the truck that Matthew will be chasing down if he will lap anybody. No, they're not running. He looks like he had a very bad X on that one. He went very slow. I think he kind of blew the corner, slowed down a little bit more than he needed to. I want to see, where is Dave? No, it's going to be really interesting now to see, can Matthew catch him? I mean, I don't know. He can. I mean, he pretty much has the race in the bag at this point for him. He could, if he wanted to, he could run maybe half throttle down some of these corners, be braking really early just to be sure that, yeah, he doesn't rear end anybody. He's been running a very good race the whole time. He hasn't really blown any corners. Hasn't really gotten super loose through them. He hasn't gotten too much throttle out of him either. He's been very consistent, running very consistent lap times. He's about, looks like, oh, what happened to Dave here? Oh, I think he just looped it. Might have caught some of the grass here. That grass can get you. See if he did. No, he just enters shallow. Tries to roll it, gets up on the rumble strips, and he just spins out there. So Dave, he spun out multiple times tonight. Luckily, he hasn't really hit anything. See what happened here. Oh, he's still in the grass. He tries to get out of it, and he loops himself again. So just not having fun so far for him, and I do not blame him. But that's going to put Dave one lap down now. Now sorry. Matthew will have his set on Paul. He'll probably get Paul within, I bet, say 2 laps here also. Oh, no. There goes the 420 around. Got some of the... Okay, there's the damage. I was going to say, I knew he had damage from that. He got the grass, and that grass came out and got him here. We'll see how he did that exactly. Looked, and I saw him in the grass. I was like, uh-oh. Not sure what happened there on him. I think he just trying to misjudged how far he was off the track, and he makes hard contact with it. Looks like iRacing says, oh, no, you got that much amount of damage now. So he'll come down into the pits. I would not be surprised if that killed his steering at all. So the last person on the lead lap now is Barney. Can Matthew catch Barney before this race is over? That's going to be interesting here. Look at the forward, Randy Lapidus. Looks like he misses turn 1. Not too much, though, but definitely misses it just a little bit. To Dave Stinson. He's spun. Not hit anything, luckily, but he's had a rough night so far. But saying that he has had a rough night, he is still in 3rd currently. Oh, Lord. Sorry, y'all. It's not wanting to do what it needs to right now for sure, and it's definitely getting on my nerves. Hopefully it doesn't give out. I really don't want it to. Oh, we got somebody else around. I heard somebody's tires somewhere. I might have heard something. I believe I'm hearing stuff now. It's gotten late in the race. Could have swore I heard somebody's tires screeching, but evidently I did not. Don't know why I did there. We will again go on board with... Actually, let's go on board with Barney here. See how differently he's running than Matthew. We'll go a lap on board with Barney, and I'll mute my mic for both these drivers so you can just hear their throttle input and how they're having to drive this track here. Have to wait until he gets to the start-finish line, however. He's coming through one of the final turns to get this long run down there. Enters, or actually exits pretty shallow. Probably hurting his exit on it, but he's been able to maintain the same gap to him and Matthew, but we'll go on board with him now. Oh no, he goes around in the corner. That might put him a lap down now. We'll see. Where will Matthew come? Matthew doesn't seem to get around him. Oh no, don't lose, spin it again. Got in that corner way too deep, but Matthew's going to catch him now. We'll go on board with Matthew for a lap here. Matthews definitely saw Barney. He's like, you know, I have a chance to lap the whole field here, and I think he'll get Barney. If Barney messes up just once, Matthews going to be there to capitalize on it. Now, Barney has been running consistent laps. Matthew's just been a little bit faster. But he's had some of those mess-ups every now and then, so he's got to be very, very careful with that. He makes one. Matthew Hill. You know Matthew's going to take that and use it to his advantage here. He's not going to be... He will not be calm at all to him. Going through the field here right now. They're running current running order. His Matthew Car Coffee first. Barney Sigma second. Third is Dave Stinson. Fourth, Todd Danbury. Fifth, Paul Vitale. Sixth, Randy Lapita. Seventh, Stephen Widebank. And eighth is Andrew Skirter. He's out of the race. He's called it a night here early on. As Barney looks like he has crashed, and I was reading this running order here. We'll see what happened to him. It's like he just got in there. Oh, just... I think it was another wheel hop there as Dave Stinson has also crashed. We were looking back at this replay. See what happens. Also, looks like the same thing that Barney had happen to him earlier. Same corner in the same exact spot, so driver's finding a spot in the track that necessarily isn't agreeing with them at all there so far, but Car Coffee, oh, he is right behind Barney. He is right behind him. Oh, he's going to have him here very soon. I think he might get him with, I think, 3 to go is when he'll probably be close enough to make a move. That 72 is going to play a factor. He's going to stay wide, really get out of these guys' way, not play any factor in it. So he'll get out of the way of these guys. Matthew. Oh, will he get Barney? I mean, he doesn't really have to get him, but it'd still be a cool thing knowing that you lap the field, the whole field at a road courses. That's not an easy thing to do. You got to really be able to drive this track a certain way, because if you drive it a bad way, Matthew looks like he overshot turn 1 there, missed it. Probably got a little bit nervous seeing that Barney was in front of him and thought he was going to hit him, so missed his braking spot there. You kind of have to guess when you're behind a driver where they're going to brake, because you truly do not know half the time. Oh, that 4 dirt tracking it through. I think he just had the same thing that almost happened to his guys before. See, yep, same spot every time with these 3 drivers. He's able to drive his off though, luckily. So he kind of dirt tracks it through that. It doesn't wreck. He was able to keep it under him, but oh, can Matthew catch Barney here? I just want to see the whole field be lapped. That'd just be pretty cool. I don't think I've ever saw that. Been a part of a race where I came very close to lapping the whole field. I believe I had like one more A-class car to do, and I just wasn't able to get him in time. As that's just kind of something that people strive for. I just about clicked on the wrong Discord. Luckily, I did not. It could have been very bad, as something just fell out of my hand, and I have no idea what that was. What was that? Oh, that was a cap. I don't know where I got that from. Oh, there goes Barney around. That might get Matthew. Oh, no, he keeps it under him. He is trying to stay on the lead lap. He does not want to be lapped by Matthew at all. He's trying to drive the wheels off that thing. Getting in the dirt. Still keeping it under him somehow. But it's the same exact spot that has been getting people every single night so far. Matthew looks like Barney. Sorry, not Barney. Yes, Barney. I'm stumbling on names here. Barney's definitely picked up the pace, seeing that Matthew's behind him. So it's going to be probably harder for Matthew to get by him. Now, he could be courteous and not lap him, but I don't see that happening here. I think he'll probably take any chance that he can get for sure. I would not blame him for doing that if I was him. Oh, this is going to get close. We're going to come to 2 to go. So once Matthew gets back to the same exact position here again, it will be white flag in the air. He's got one more lap around, and he gets the white flag here. Will he catch Barney? Because Barney has... He's definitely picked up the pace now that Matthew's behind him. Looks like Randy Lapidus got off track. Let's see what happened to him here. Dave just missed turn 1. Flat out blew that. Might as well just go that far if you have a chance. Not hit anything. Probably better. I believe they do have that runoff zone for that reason, as I believe in the late 90s, Jimmy Johnson actually had his brakes go out and went headfirst into the tire barrier that was there. Surprised he was able to get away from that crash. That was an era that safety was not the best, as they just had Dylan Hart Sr. die pretty recently, but he was able to walk off from a very vicious contact. I believe he was going, gosh, I can't know how fast he was going, but he was absolutely moving through that corner. Matthew got a pretty good exit through that. He's going to have a little bit of a run down this to turn 6 here. See if he can get close enough to Barney. He's got one more lap to try to put the whole field a lap down. I think he might just fall a little bit short here. 6 and 7. Matthew, he's going to get the white flag, but he might have another go in mind, lapping the whole field. If Barney messes up this lap, then he's probably going to go a lap down now. If he would take out Matthew, that would be something that would make Matthew absolutely furious. See if Barney makes that same mistake as drivers have been. Oh, nice. Matthew almost makes that mistake. He wiggles getting in there, but he's able to keep it under him. Actually doesn't lose that much time to Barney. I think he actually might have gained some there on him. You saw that rear end. It was trying to do what it had been doing to everybody else, and Matthew was just not letting it. It's like Dave Stinson's crash, but we're going to keep an eye on Matthew up here. That's really where it's at currently. Have to see. I don't think Matthew will be able to get around Barney here, sadly. I think he's probably going to be a little bit sad at that, but knowing that he has the win in the back, he can't be too mad. He's got one more shot. He's really got one more, and it's this corner that they're going to be coming up to. He can get a really good run off. See if Barney makes any mistakes. That gives Matthew a run. Matthew's trying to get to him. He's wiggling that, but yeah, lost his chance there. He's not going to be able to lap the whole field, sadly. But he is definitely going to come home with the win here, no doubt. He has dominated from the drop of the green flag. So basically a checkered here at Watkins Glen. He's going to come out of turn 7 here, right behind the last truck on the lead lap. And it will be Matthew Karkoffey. He will win at Watkins Glen in the eNascar Camping World Truck Series. Barney will have to go one more time around. A lot of these guys will have to go around at least one more lap. But it's going to be Matthew Karkoffey, who just dominated this whole entire night. He's going to take home the win here. I'll let him get back around the track so he can do his burnout here. I'll mute my mic so y'all can just listen to him drive around here. Just gotta wait for everybody to get around here because it's such a long track. There's really nothing else to say. It's just Matthew. He just dominated the whole race. I mean, it has not been a challenge for him at all. He dropped the green flag, and it's been like, nope, I'm just gonna run away with it at this point. No hard things will happen to him at all. What is that? I just saw probably one of the weirdest things I think I ever have. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Hopefully he burns it down here. See if he looks like he won't do it. He's just gonna stay parked on the track. Surprisingly, he's not gonna do it. Oh, he'll do it now. Wondering if he was. Oh, there it goes. Right. Smash that rear end in. Hit it again for a good measure. Beating his truck up. Why not? See Barney.
Can you hear me now, Bryce?
Yeah, I can hear you. We'll wait for all these guys to
Can you hear me now, Bryce?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't have my voice thing on there.
Man, you're good. So, you know, let me pull up the race results here. Let me get a drone cam. There it is. Let me pull up race results here very quickly, which I've already got you in the booth. So, you know, man, how did that race go from the drop of the green flag to the checkers? I know you were around a couple of times, but you definitely had some speed in that truck here, man. But, like, how did it go?
Well, I've been only racing with one hand because I broke my hand playing reffing hockey, so I kept slipping off the steering wheel and everything else. But I did what I needed to do, I guess. It's just my hand's killing me now. But other than that, it didn't turn out too bad. I was trying to catch the other guys, but yeah, it was what it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, one hand, I mean, you still did great, no doubt, man. You looped it around a couple of times, but you were able to get right back going. You definitely had pace with those guys. You weren't very far off the whole entire night. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsor you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
No, just want to thank the guys showing up, and again, thank for you for hosting. And yeah, just like I said, I did my best. I'm glad to see that Matthew got a win there again, and then Barney did pretty good too. So he's leading in the points right now, the turkey. So I'm trying to catch him, but so hopefully I've made a couple of spots up on him, anyways.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good third place finish with a broken hand. I hope that heals up for you, man.
All right, thank you very much, man. Take it easy.
As that was Dave Stinson, the third place driver. I will ask for Barney Sigmund in the Discord. Hopefully, he can get in one of the rooms very quickly. Have to wait for drivers to hop in here because sometimes they aren't in it, as it's something that I just do after the race. So we'll interview the top 3. As I gotta wait just a little bit longer for them to get in here. Where is he at? I'll give him about 3 minutes, and then I'll have to just go straight to Matthew instead of him, as I need to get a new chair, because holy crap, does my back hurt from this one. It does not feel good. I don't even know how old this chair is, if I'm being honest with you. I've actually completely forgot. Oh, Lord. There's some stuff that you see in real life. You're like, what is this? Even I get confused on what I see half the time. I'll give him till 9:56 here to get in the booth. Oh, there he is. Hey, you got me when I was drinking water, so I'll drag him in here. Hey, Barney, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Him 4, buddy. We're
Man,
here.
so you come home second. Now, how did that race go from you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
It was me killing myself, to be honest, Bryce. I was fast at this track, and when Matthew got ahead of me, I blowed it, almost wrecked myself, and then I couldn't catch him after that.
Yeah, man, I saw Matthew. He was definitely on wheels, but you did. I was looking at your lap times. You were almost running identical, if not faster lap times than Matthew sometimes. It was just those little mistakes at these road courses add up to be a lot, and especially turn 1 was getting a lot of people tonight. But you definitely had pace with Matthew. If just some things would have went a little bit differently, I think you definitely would have had a chance for the race win here. But before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight, man?
No, not really. I just want to thank anybody that's watching your broadcast. We really appreciate you. I'd like to thank Dave for working hard for this league and allowing us this opportunity.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good second place finish tonight, man.
Yeah, wait till you talk to Matthew. You're going to laugh because he wasn't very fast, and he said he copied me, followed me, and ended up being faster than I was.
All right, man. Well, I'll ask him about that, but I'll let you go here then.
Bryce, we appreciate you, buddy. See you next week.
See you, man. As that was Barney Sigmund. We will bring in the race winner in Matthew Car Coffee. Hey, Matthew, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man? As hopefully he is here, I believe. Might not be here. I think he is. I might be having a mess with some of his Discord settings here. Oh, there he is.
You got me?
Yeah, man. So from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, you dominated that whole entire race. Almost lapped the whole entire field. Describe that whole race for me, man, from your point of view.
This is kind of a first for me because I'm not good at road courses, but for some reason, Watkins Glen did good for me. It was a good race. I think if we had segments, it would have been close at the end. So thank goodness for no segments.
Yeah, I was talking to Barney. Barney said you kind of followed him and you found some stuff. And I was looking at Barney's lap times. You and him were running almost similar lap times sometimes, and Barney would make a mistake, and that would kind of kill his lap. And that's very common at road courses. You miss one turn, your whole lap is done. But man, you dominated. You almost lapped the whole entire field. I thought you were going to catch Barney, but you came up just short on him. And I was like, oh man, that's gotta kill him, knowing that you just missed out on that. But man, from the drop of your green flag, nobody was able to hang with you the whole entire night. And I was like, this man is really gonna win the race and not have to really face any adversities. Even when you came into pit, you had almost a whole whole minute lead on Dave Stinson, who was running second at that time. And I was like, oh my gosh, this man is stretching it out. You were setting down some fast lap times. I think when you realize how far out you were, you kind of slowed down. I mean, I didn't blame you because you didn't really have to start pushing your truck there, but man, you just dominated. And that's just something that I have not saw at a road course. Never saw a driver be that dominant at Watkins Glen as I actually did a race here yesterday for Ghost Series. And even then, I hadn't saw a driver stretch out that much time on somebody, man.
Yeah, I think it's all about hitting your marks and not making mistakes. And this is the one race I've never made a mistake, so it's just basically a fluke. But yeah, but Barney was right. In practice, he helped me out. I followed him a little bit, and even at the end of the race, 5 laps to go, I could see where he was making up time in the turns. I was learning with 5 laps to go, so that was pretty neat.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, does anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, of course, Camp Light. This track is it's not the most exciting for people to watch and probably hard to call, but I'm sure you did a great job, and I hope I'll share the feed and hopefully people can watch. But thanks to Barney and also Dave Stinson. He had a broken hand, so he bailed out there right at the end of the race. So it'd been nice to talk to him. He was a trooper. So just thanks a lot for having me in this league. It's pretty cool, relaxing, and fun. So, and thank you again for broadcasting, Bryce.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good win tonight, man.
Thank you.
As that was Matthew Carcoffey. I will go through the running order here. First was Matthew Carcoffey, second Barney Sigmund, third Dave Stinson, fourth Todd Danbury, fifth Paul Vitale, sixth Randy Lapidus, seventh Stephen Weidenbank, and eighth Andrew Schroeder. He, of course, left the race. I think he just kind of got fed up with it, as I've had that happen too. Kind of rage quit from him. But that was a very dominating win from Matthew Carcoffey. He basically had no challenge the whole entire night. But I will let you all go incredibly quickly here. I'll roll these ads and I will let you all go. Hopefully, I will see you here tomorrow for some HSR money racing.